So your name's been ringing bells and people been coming at you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not worried about it.
Right. Are you even a debater?
Brother.
Are you even a debater? Because I know everybody is not built for that debate format, argument, type of deal. So, are you even one of those type of,
See, the truth is not up for debate. Only a fact will be up for debate. Fact is based on somebody else's opinion. So if they want to debate fact, we can do that all day long, but of course that would be a waste of my time and theirs. The information that I present throughout all of my documentaries is non-debatable. You can literally go back and write stuff down that I speak and go look it up for yourself, because all the information I present is not mine. It's publicly verifiable evidence. And then on top of that, do research on their own individual family to really find out if the information that I present throughout my documentaries has any truth to stand on. Well, see, the thing is that now my documentaries are going viral. So there are other entities out there that just so happen to share the same hue or complexion as you and I that doesn't like the fact that I'm helping people change their narratives or change their way of thinking. And like I said before, that's not my fault. But of course, I'm going to take the back end of the stick of that because I'm the messenger. Of course, they will want to shoot down the messenger and not the message. So what they do is scramble for anything that they can grab back and forth. My thing is that I told Sonetta, and he took that video down because he was live streaming when I called him. There was a couple of people that was spamming his telephone number to me, and then they had to call back and explain what was going on because I called that number and I didn't know what was going on. But keep in mind, this was all during his live stream. So when I finally, got in contact with Reese and Marcus and a couple other people, and they told me what was happening, I called Sonetta because they were informing me he had a couple people slamming around him and everything, and I called him live on his live stream, and he decided to mute his mic while he was still live and have a conversation with me. Now I told him then, you see what I'm doing. Of course you had the nerve to slander my name and state that I'm making millions of views on my YouTube channel, and you hear all these people in your own city saying that ain't the truth, but now you're upset. Okay, now but you want me to be on your show, you're gonna have to pay for that, regardless if it's a debate or a presentation. You know that I have millions of views. I got anything to bring to you, and I know the channel's monetized. That's just common sense. Period. So of course they're running from that. They're running from the fact that I told him personally that he's going to have to pay for that. So now he's sending all these C-list, D-list people putting my name in their title, of their videos and slandering my name with absolutely no evidence or no proof, just to get my attention. I'm not worried about it. If they want to do that just to get some clout, fine. That's on them. But they know for a fact that something is up. And I'm talking about the people that are watching them and the people that are watching me. They know for a fact that something is wrong when all of a sudden these Pan-Africans, pro-black community people are popping out of the blue saying that they got a problem with Dane and, he's dangerous and, we need to stop him because he's getting millions of views. That's not my fault. The people would tend to gravitate to information that they feel as though it's the truth. They know something is up, and then they go verify that information. That's exactly what I do. It's almost like I'm teaching in a way like a teacher would give homework. That's mainly what it is. I can give them the research, but I'd much rather them do it on their own. Then what? Because when you have all that paperwork right in front of you, there's no denying it at all. You got all of those public records of your family individually in your face. Does any of them state that you're an African? Absolutely not. Does any of them state that your family was slaves? Absolutely not. This is stuff that they can verify on their own. They don't need me or anybody else to state anything. But of course, there, and so are you, and A1, Holiday. There's a couple other people out there as well, and then, of course, they're slandering my name as well because they're thinking I'm doing it for malicious intent. No, I'm doing this to change the narrative of our people as a whole. Regardless of what religion doesn't matter. That doesn't matter to me. I don't care about their religious belief. Okay? My whole point is to point out the fact that we were lied to all the way around. That's what has to happen. If it doesn't happen, then nothing changes. We have to understand what happened in the past so we can correct those mistakes that happened in the past in the present time in order for us to have a better future. I always mention that. Okay? And because they have a lot of stuff that is coming about that's not going to work necessarily in our favor as a people. If we don't properly change our identities and nationality. And I'm not trying to say any of that at the time because, a person can take it as fear-mongering or something like that. So I'm not going to say this. I'm going to mention it, some of it in my documentaries, and let them think for themselves when it pop up on the national news stations, for example. Come from propaganda. It's going to be one thing, but you in your mind can decode that information and say, you know what? I heard this before. Dane mentioned it. You know what? That's a red flag right there, and they could go on and do what they need to do to get it done correctly. And I mean that in the general sense, because I'm not trying to pinpoint it right now. But yeah, of course, to go back to them, they know that. If you see that Jamaican, then okay, man. If you put all my name in there and I'm not in the video, pay for my attention, brother. I'm not going to do it for free. Period. I'm not going to do it for free. It costs me to travel. It costs me to get this information. It costs me to get licenses to use certain things in my documentary. This stuff is not free for me at all. I personally come out of pocket in order to have the benefit of my people understanding what benefit it is to them for them to understand who they really are. All the way around. Like, they got to understand it. And this is the reason why these people like him and all the rest of his little, folks that run away from his little clique are upset. Upset because they see it. People are coming to them, yo, Dane Calloway's doing this. Dane Calloway is doing that. When was the last time we ever heard that Son Neto or any of his people changed the way people are thinking or did anything beneficial for our people? Versus them coming up with some, we got a debate at this place and here goes some awards we gonna hand out to people. That was, man, come on, that really? That's helping our people? No, what you're doing is having debates among religious, people that have their own narrative or propaganda, and you capitalizing on it by charging people at the door. I'm not for that. I'm totally different. And this is what they're upset about. I'm a totally different person. I'm in a totally different ballgame. I didn't start this Aborigine community. I didn't start this American Indian talk. I didn't start the indigenous movement. I didn't start any of that. I never took the initiative to say I started it all. I never said that. It's pointless. It was our elders that started it. Our ancestors started it. See, the point is that people think that this is new information to them because they never heard it. I tell them this is the untold truth because it's not being talked about. That's why the majority of my videos are called The Untold Truth of This or The Untold Truth About. Because you're not talking about it. I want to start that dialogue amongst our own people in order for them to get motivated to do exactly what I did with my family. The more people that becomes cognizant of what's going on in today's society, we can single-handedly change everything that's wrong amongst our own community and amongst this nation. Period. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it, so there's no excuse. We tried that Pan-African stuff all the way in pro-black ever since they started saying Black Panther this and pro-black that ever since the 60s. What has changed? Nothing. This is what has to change. We have to make the change for ourselves. I'm looking for a leader. It's no Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and it's no more of that. All of us are leaders. We don't need nobody to lead us but us.
Facts.
We can't look for a handout. We got to get it on our own. That's why I keep pressing the issue of the reason why people need to start traveling, get off of Google, and start traveling to find out who your people are. Period. Get off of it. I told you what Google was. That's why you see those Pan-Africans trying to debate information that I put out years ago. Oh, right here on this website it says, who cares website for website? Where are the documents? See, they don't want to put that stuff up. I put up plenty of documentation inside of my documentary. Notice that. They don't pinpoint a thing inside of my documentaries that I've stated on public record. No, they want to go back to some 2014, 2015 article that I wrote, and they don't even show you the article on screen. I showed you the sources at the bottom of the article. Wait, but I'm plagiarizing it? Are you serious? No, what you're doing is you're clout chasing. That's what you're doing. Like I said, Sonetta, you need to pay me for a debate. You want to waste my time and everything that I work for our people? Pay me. Plain and simple. It's real easy. You're not going to run no game on me. I'm not stupid. Now, if I respond to you on my channel, what does that do? That's free promotion. That's what you look for. That's what you want. But it ain't going to happen. Garfield running from me. Jabari saying he got my phone number. What's my cell phone number, Jabari? I see that you pulling threats on that Sonetta channel. I see you. That stuff is sent to me. I don't know who y'all think y'all are. But if you really want me on your show, pay for it. Stop slandering my name and keep my name off your mouth. And to you stuff.
I had a couple questions I want to ask you, but first I want to let everybody know, you know what I'm saying, Dane Calloway and the Cyborgs in the building. This is the world's worst nightmare right here, so they're gonna have to swallow this tonight. So
Hey Ty.
what I wanted to say is what according to you, what is the purpose of a debate? Because I hear a lot of people say debate.
Waste time.
Right, I hear a lot of people say a debate is for you to learn. And so the thing about it is that when you're teaching somebody and your goal is to teach them something, having two people argue, it's a little more entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can learn.
That's mainly what it is.
Right, you can learn from it, but it's not in the proper context to be learning something. You know what I'm saying? Like, some individuals can look at that and they might be able to, you know, you can learn from it. I mean, let's keep it real, but it's not the proper way to teach a generation. It's not the proper way to teach somebody. And I'm not saying I know it, but and I'm not saying I'm qualified to even say what is proper. But I mean, having two, having.
The thing is that not to cut you off, brother.
Go ahead, family.
Okay, if I agree to do a debate in which I'm not running from them, they just need to pay me. If I agree, debate them, what are we going to debate? What are we going to base it on? You know, I mean, they're not properly telling you what they have a problem with. They're just telling you that they have a problem with me and my view count. Okay, what is it that I'm saying that you don't like, brother? That's what they need to explain. Now, if you want to debate about that topic, that's non-debatable. If you don't like what I'm saying, prove me wrong by going to do your own research on your own family. See? And I'm pretty sure that